Hey, and welcome to Smart Office, weekly tips and tricks to work around Microsoft Office applications. Today, I will show you something that has to do with Microsoft Excel.
How to modify a chart in Microsoft Excel. As described in another video of mine, a chart is a great way to visually display data in a Microsoft Excel worksheet. It visually represents data from a worksheet, which helps us understand the data much easier rather than just looking at the numbers. Once we have created a chart and we are not satisfied with the way it looks, we can always modify the chart just by using the Chart Design tab that is available for us to use and which will be described in this video. There comes a time where we have created a chart and we want to modify it, change it. Once we have created a chart and it is activated, the Chart Design tab always appears, where we can, from the left area of the ribbon and the area named Chart Layouts, we can add chart elements. If we select the drop-down menu, we can add a chart title, data labels, and a legend for the specific pie chart. Depending on what chart we have created, the Add Chart Element commands change. In this example, I have a pie chart, and we can see the elements that we can add into the pie chart. Here I've created a different sort of a chart, and if we add a chart element, we'll see that the commands are very different now. We can add grid lines, error bars, data table, data labels, chart title, axis title, and etc. So it all depends on what chart we have created, and according the chart element commands will change. We can change the quick layout, change the overall layout of the chart. Here we have some predefined layouts for our chart. We just select one and apply it. Select one and apply it. We can change the colors, customize color and style. The same stands here. We have predefined different colors and styles. I just navigate on top of each color, and whatever we want to, we just press on it and it's done. Chart styles. We have different chart styles that we can use. We just go hover on top of each style. Style 12, for example. Style 11. Style 10. I like this one. Just click on it and it's been applied on our chart. At the area of the ribbon named Data, we can switch row and column. Swap the data over the axis. Data being charted on the x-axis will move to the y-axis and vice versa. If we do this, we won't have so much, won't be shown as the same. It will vary. It all depends on the data that we have selected, so we can switch the row and columns, and it works only on different sorts of charts. Select data. Change the data range included in the chart. If we had selected wrong data, or we want to change that with the data that we used to create the chart, we can always select the data command, where the select data source dialog box appears, and the data that we had selected for us to create our chart appears here. So we can just select the new area and then press the OK button, and the chart will be different. Here, for example, there's nothing. Select data. I'm going to select it all again. And we can add legend entries. We can switch row and column by activating, deactivating. And here at the background, we can see the changes that are made. And OK. We can change the chart type. If we don't want a pie chart, we can always select this command and select the change chart type dialog box appears, and we can select a different chart. Line, column, templates, no. XY scatter, map, stock, and etc. I'm happy with the pie chart, so just leave it as it is. Okay. And finally, the move chart command, which I have described in another video of mine.
Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw in this video, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, head down to the comment section and let me know.